Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome back to a brand new episode on a brand new series on my channel. This is Craft Against Humanity. I wasn't expecting to join a server this quickly, but one of my really good friends from Twitch streaming, the Thelia Craft, one of my biggest inspirations for streaming, someone that I've been subscribed to for the longest on Twitch, the first ever person I did subscribe to on Twitch. She got in touch with me after seeing that video and said, hey, you can join my server, her private server, which is this Craft Against Humanity. It's currently during season 2 right now. It's a couple of months in, and it's a private server for some Twitch content creators, some very close friends of the Thelia, and yeah, it's a server that I was invited to, and after giving it a little bit of thought, I thought, yeah, this is the one. So I accepted the offer. I've been on the server for about 3-4 days now. I've done my first stream. I've had a tour from Thelia, and she's shown me around the server and everything. Like I say, it's only 2 months old, so it's still relatively new. And I'm going to get to recording YouTube videos. I'm going to get to streaming on here quite a bit from now on. And this is the first episode. This is episode 1 of this server, of this Let's Play. I'm just so excited to get back to business, to get back into creating vanilla Minecraft content, because I miss it. Ever since leaving Timeshot, I have missed this so much, and I can't wait to get this going again. I'm back in business, and I can't wait. So, without further ado, let me give you guys a little bit of a tour. So this is the new spawn. There is an old spawn which is which way? I can never find north, that way, north. It's about 200-300 blocks away. There's a few things dotted around, quite a lot of farms. There's like a skelly farm there. There's like a squid farm next to it. This is like the new spawn, and I'm a little bit unsure on who's building what at the minute. I only know a few things in terms of who's building what. But there's like a giant sand castle type thing being built here. And then the main thing I want to show you is the Nether hub. And you'll see the rest of the stuff, the rest of the farms, the rest of the community builds, because there's been quite a lot as and when I start visiting these places. I'm going to go to most of them during today's episode, but you may not see it on camera. So this hub is probably one of the most unique hubs I've ever seen, and it's freaking amazing. To really understand the gist of this, you basically see here, you see this staircase that goes round. That is sort of central, and every layer is a circle, and as you can see, it's like a circle. And then you go down to the next layer, and there'll be like a central point, but the central point you won't see because it's like somewhere here that's like floating in the air. Then there's another circle, then there's another circle, then there's another, and it sort of moves around with the spiral staircase. And you'll get a better grips of this when I go down and underneath this place. But it's an insane build. There's loads of stuff already here. So we've got the end. We've got a soon-to-be gold farm, which I think they've already broken through to the roof of the Nether. Yep, they're already in the roof of the Nether, so they've already done that. There's going to be a wither fighting area, which is going to be on the roof of the Nether. There's going to be a wither skull collector place over here. I don't know who's going to work on that. But this is like the main floor when you enter from the spawn. There is down here, there's a load of empty portals, and then there's just a load of portals which I think that's the Uns over there. I'm not too sure who's over. That's going to be an iron farm. You have the next floor, which is the Guardian farm. Thelia's working on that at the minute. I don't think anything else is on this level. Then you've got Thelia's place. Is it on this level? That place. That one's Thelia's, I think. Maybe? No, I don't think it is. Whose is that? String farm. That's a string farm. You got witch farm. There's just lots and lots of farms so far, and people have started to work on their builds but haven't really got much done. So it's still relatively new. Ah, that's going to be Thelia's tunnel. I don't think it's done anything. There you go. So yeah, like there's lots of stuff through here, and to show you, and you can sort of get to grips of like how this works. So it's like the central bit, and then like so there's 5 floors, and to best showcase you this, and I don't really want to die, or I don't have like a bow, so I don't really want to go out too far in terms of getting a gas shooter, because if a gas shoots at me and hits this thing, I'm pretty much done for. I can hear one. I can hear one. We'll go over here. We'll go over here. We'll go on this ladder. I really don't want to get shot at. Really don't want to get shot at. Okay, so you can sort of see, like, it goes as I head up. This corner should be safe. So you can see, like, it moves round. So I think those two are identically... Maybe they're not identical. I'm maybe just saying it. But, like, as you can see, it moves around. It's like the 5 layers and it moves around. It is insane. It's absolutely crazy. So that's, like, the main build on this server at the minute. There's lots of stuff that's just in work in progress. Loads of people's builds that are, like, Thelia's Mansion's looking quite good. We'll give you guys a little bit of a tour of that in a future episode, though, because today, what I want to do is get you guys on board with this series and understanding what I'm going to be doing in this series, what I'm going to be creating, and just why I've joined this server and everything like that. So I've prepared myself a load of questions, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next couple of hours just doing a little bit of work on the server. I've come back to spawn. I think I've found a place that I want to set up and produce my main build, which is about 3,000 blocks north. So at the minute, I'm a little bit in terms of like what I've got and everything like that. I do have a broken elytra, a shulker box, and some rockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next half an hour to an hour visiting all of the farms, getting all the materials that I can, just getting some resources from existing things within Minecraft, from existing things within the server, existing farms. And if there's a skelly farm, I want to go and get a load of bones. The end farm, I want to go and get a load of ender pearls. Maybe try and do a little bit of enchanting, because I've got some books on. I don't have any books anymore. So hopefully there's a few books there that I can take. And we're just going to gather through materials. I'm then going to record myself and doing a 1 hour speed mine. So I'm going to mine for an hour. I'm going to speed it up to about 5 minutes worth of footage. And I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to show you guys that footage. You're not going to see me go around to all the different farms. You'll see all the farms in future episodes and streams and everything, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to do all that. I'm going to head back to my base. Then I'm going to go down underground, mine for an hour. You guys will see that footage next. And I'm going to prepare a load of questions that you guys may be wanting to ask me. And by all means, if I do miss a question, if something doesn't quite make sense, or you want to ask your own question about this server and this series and everything like that, by all means comment it down below and I'll try to answer it as best as possible. Maybe even on a follow-up episode, because I'll need to do quite a few mining sessions at the start of this series just to get my resources up. So yeah, by all means ask away, but wait until you've seen the first questions that I prepared for you guys and the answers that I'm going to give. And hopefully that answers some of the questions. So yeah, enjoy the little mining session, enjoy the little talk. We'll get to the building in about 5 minutes time. So I've noted down 5 questions for you guys that you may be wondering, you may be wanting to ask me. And as I've said before, as I'm going to probably say at the end of this when we go into the next cut, please comment any more questions in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer them in the comment section, and then if they are questions that I think would be good for everyone to hear, I may do I may answer them again in video format in another 1 hour mining session, because I need to do quite a lot of these to get my resources up on the server. This session is actually quite good. We get like 37 diamonds or something, like over half a stack, which quite frankly, if we every single one of them was mined via a normal pickaxe, like it didn't have any enchantments on. So sadly that could have been about 2 stacks of diamonds if we had fortune 3. Anyway, lots more of these to come, so by all means drop any more comments in the comment section down below. The first question I've written down to answer is, what is Craft Against Humanity? Craft Against Humanity is a server that is run by the Thelia Craft. Links to her in the description down below. It is a server that she set up following leaving another server called Noodlecraft, and she has a few streamer friends on here. She has quite a few of her really long active community members on here that are like subscribers on Twitch and stuff, and it's just an active Minecraft server with predominantly the people that do create content on here are Twitch content producers, streamers, and that's the server. It's been going, and I'm moving on to the next question already, but what season are they currently on? Craft Against Humanity is currently on season 2. They're about 2 months into season 2, so it's not too far into season 2. So there's lots of community builds already popping up, like the End Farm, the Gold Farm, not the Gold Farm, the End Farm, the Witch Farm, the Guardian Farm, String Farms, like Skelly Farms. There's loads of farms happening, and everyone's bases are very they're coming along, but it's a server that's only 2 months old, so there's still a lot to be done. The third question: where can I watch more Craft Against Humanity content? I'm going to link to the Thelia's channel and stuff below, because she's like the owner. She's the person that initially sort of got me onto the server in terms of introducing me to the other people and saying would this person be a good fit. She's my biggest inspiration to start streaming on Twitch. It's the longest person I've ever subscribed to on Twitch. It's like 26 months now, 27 months, something like that, in a row that I've been subscribed to Thelia on Twitch, and she's the first ever person I watched outside of like people that I knew. So like she's the first person that I found via browsing on Twitch, and I've watched her streams ever since. I've been part of her community. She's raided me loads. She's such a wonderful person. So you can watch her content. She's like a full-time streamer, so you can watch her content streams quite a lot from here. She's a great streamer. So if you like Minecraft content, especially on Twitch, you'll definitely love her streams. But I'm going to link to the Craft Against Humanity Twitch team as well on Twitch. All of those people do stream on there as well. And that's pretty much it for the content. So yeah, check them out. Links in the description. The fourth question: why have you joined more of a Twitch server? And this is an interesting question, because I've already been asked this in my streams. That there's about half a dozen people that produce content on here, and they're normally all on streams. Why do I join this server rather than trying to get on another server? I did get sort of a few comments saying that there are some servers that would have had me, and they are predominantly more YouTuber servers. I'm not going to say who, just because it is what it is. Yeah, there's a few questions there in terms of why this server, because in some people's minds, I think they feel like it's not a step in the direction that I want, and for me, I don't think people understand what I want. What I want is an active server, and that's it. I want an active private vanilla server that has a community, and this is what this server is. Thelia has such a wonderful community behind her, and in turn, Craft Against Humanity, the server, has a wonderful community behind it. There's some awesome people on the server. There's some crazy builders on here. There's some amazing things that happen on this server, and it's an active Minecraft server that's private, and that's what I want. I don't want everyone on the server to be creating YouTube content. I don't want everyone on the server to be creating Twitch content. I don't want everyone on the server to be content creators. If that was the case, I would have left Timeshot years before I actually left Timeshot. I would have left Timeshot midway through season 1 if that was the case. It was never a I want everyone to be creating content all the time on this server. That was never something that I wanted on Timeshot. It was more, I just want the server to be active, because that's a huge thing for me in terms of creating YouTube content, in terms of creating Twitch content. I don't mind if nobody creates content or I didn't mind if nobody created content on Timeshot. I just wanted an active server, you know? So that's why I left, and that's predominantly why I've chosen this server over others. It's because, yes, it's a very niche server in terms of it's got its community, it's got its place, but it's not a very I don't know how the best way to describe it, but well known maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but for me, this is a really good fit. I'm going to produce YouTube content on here as often as I was producing on Timeshot. I'm going to be streaming on here as often as I was on Timeshot, and I'm just happy because it's an active server, and I'm looking forward to playing on that again. So yeah, that's why I chose this server over possibly others that I could have joined. The fifth and final question is, what content are you going to produce here? YouTube and Twitch. There's going to be, I think today's episode goes up on a Monday, and then I think I've got 3 episodes going up this week, but normally I'm going to try and stick to 2. I think for the next few weeks I've got them scheduled in at like Wednesday and Friday. So after this week, Wednesday, Friday, you're probably looking at YouTube videos, and whatever days I can stream, you're probably looking at about 2 streams a week on here. So that's the content. Make sure you follow me on Twitch and on Twitter to make sure you know when I'm going live on the server. And if you subscribed here, you won't miss a video. So that's that. That's the content I'm going to be producing on here. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's get back to the episode. Hopefully that's answered some of your questions. Like I said, if you do have any more, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them via replying, and also possibly if there's enough of them, and if they're questions that I think would probably make a good section in a video, then I'll most likely do and follow up in future mining sessions or anything like that, because I still need lots of stuff on this server. But the 1 hour mining session was good. I've just pillared up a little bit because you guys probably maybe saw me in the mining session like head back to this little location here. And this is about 3,000 blocks north of spawn. And this is where I decided to basically set up for a little bit. I think this is where I'm going to build my base. I'm going to try and get mending as soon as possible. There's a village that way, I think. There's one librarian there. Hopefully has mending. I don't know. I don't know if anyone has mending on the server. I need to ask. Because I would quite like to get mending on my elytra, fly around and just see if there's any better places before I start building. So for now, I'm just going to do a lot of resource gathering. I'm going to do a lot of maybe just build like a starter house here or something. We can always tear it down or leave it up as just a little bit of history of this is where I started off, which is probably what we'll do, to be honest. So there's a lot that I want to do. I'm about to head off and watch a football game, soccer for anyone from America. I'm going to head off and watch a football game. My team's on TV tonight, so I'm going to go and watch that. I'm going to stream after. I'm actually going to stream on here, and then we'll pick the episode up. I'll show you guys what we're going to be doing or what we've done after the stream. But before we go and do that, I'm going to quickly show you what we have in terms of this is what we got before when I said I was going to all of the farms. So I picked up a load of ender pearls. I haven't found a mending book, so I can't repair the elytra. Thelia gave me a diamond sword, a diamond pickaxe, and some diamond armor. I did use it to start off with. I'm going to leave it for now. I've got sharpness 4, sharpness 3, and a sharpness 3 there, so we can make a sharpness 5 sword. We have a couple of unbreaking books, so we can make an unbreaking 3, and then we have look of the sea, so I can do a little bit of fishing. Just a few books that I may use. I've got some books from a village that I got on the way back. Here are all my rockets in there that Thelia gave me. I grabbed 4 stacks of arrows from the Skelly farm. I grabbed a couple of stacks and then AFK'd and killed for a few more stacks of bones. So I got 4 stacks of bones. I got 3 stacks of sugarcane from collecting from a few farms around the area. I got 4 stacks of potatoes, but I've cooked a couple of them. Got some string as well. I made this at the end farm through a load of like efficiency 1 books and some unbreaking 1 books. I took a load of the dud, like throwaway bows, and I can combine them for a power. We could probably pop the unbreaking onto this, to be honest, unless it's... Oh, no, we've got one. So we can have an unbreaking 3, power 5, I think, and punch 2 bow, which will be quite good to protect ourselves. We do have that. I would quite like fortune, or at least silk, on this ASAP, so I need to do a little bit more enchanting. And now I've got the lapis, I can go back. But from the mining session, we have a grand total of, and I've used the coal that we got as well to smelt all of this, so we probably lost about a stack of coal smelting all of this. But we have a grand total of this. This is what we got. All of those diamonds weren't fortune, they were just, I found 39, so that could have been probably 2 stacks of diamonds if I had fortune 3. Or silk touch and then turn it to fortune 3. But 3 and a bit stacks of iron, half a stack of gold, almost 8 stacks of redstone, a couple of stacks of lapis, some coal. So what I'm going to probably do is make a lot of this into blocks of iron so that I can make probably, there we go, so we'll probably make that many, so 5. So we'll make 5 anvils, which would be good for now. So we'll make 5 anvils, pop the rest there. I'll take all of the lapis, so I'll pop that in there now. I'll pop them probably in there now. Actually, no, I don't need to put them in there now, but I'll pop them in there now so I can take them to the end farm. And I'll drop them off at the end farm, the anvils, because I nearly broke the anvil there, and there wasn't any more anvils, and there wasn't much lapis there, and I used it, so I need to go back and pop that there. But here is the update on all of them, which is not too bad, to be honest. And then I need to go there and just do a load of enchanting with the books that I've got. But like I said, I'm going to head off and stream. I'm going to do some more stuff now, probably some resource gathering. And we'll talk later when I come back after I've streamed about what I want to do. And hopefully maybe possibly where I'm going to do it. Because at the minute it's going to be here, but if we find somewhere better during the stream, then we may move the whole base, who knows. I'll speak to you guys in a little bit. So I've finished my stream. I've got a lot to update you guys on. And this episode is really coming along quick. We're already over 20 minutes, I believe. So I'm going to try and speed this along so we can get a little bit more progress in the episode. So this is my starter mound that you guys saw. And I've moved on. I have found a better place. We actually, during the stream, we managed to get a mending book. And we managed to enchant our elytra. So we have mending on that. So we can get to and from spawn a lot easier right now. We also got some more mending stuff. Not mending stuff, some more like enchanting stuff. We enchanted a few, like stacking a bit of books. Didn't get any silk touch or fortune though. We've got 1 fortune 2, no fortune 3. So there's still like a lot that I need to do in terms of getting like some tools that I'm actually happy with and stuff, and some armor. But that'll all come in due course. We found a village with 2 farmers on, but it's like 1,000 blocks away from where we're actually going to be setting up, which is over there. So it is what it is. We may go and get them. I have trapped them up. I may go and get at least one of them, so we have 1 farmer straight from the off, and then just convert the first villager zombie that we find. But I've replanted the trees up here. I've removed the torches. I've left a little sign Edson starter mound just for future reference if I ever want to come back and relive some memories on this server and see where I initially started. I can come back to this mound, or even maybe possibly build something here later on in the future. Just so like it's marked. The coordinates are now on video, so I'll never forget it. Dumped a few things there, and I'm going to take you guys to where I have set up. So you fly away from this little area here, and you can see like sort of what I was after by looking at this. But I did want some mountains near me, so after searching, it's actually not too far away where we're actually going to be heading up, and that is, if you fly over here, over these sorts of mountains, you come to this little green area here. This is where we're going to set up. This is where I'm initially going to build my starter base, on this little hill here. But if I go over here and sort of like just swoop around a little bit, so you guys can see there's like all of this wooded area, very similar to what we just left. Some sort of like hills on top of that, but right next to it we've got these mountains, which is pretty much ideal for what I wanted. And I do really like this open area here with the mountains surrounding it. I've got some great ideas for that. So there's lots of like the chains, the gears and stuff are going in my head and I've got some great ideas. So I'm looking forward to working here. This was covered in trees and it's like a little bit of a mound, so I think this is where I'm going to build my starter house. I'm going to leave today's episode here though. I was going to try and build my starter house or my first house in the first episode, but it's been a little bit too much of a long one with the hour-long mining session with me rambling quite a lot about the server and everything like that. In the next episode, expect much more progress. We'll have this place looking spick and span. We'll have lots and lots of cool stuff around. And hopefully we will actually at least build the initial house and maybe a path down somewhere. Maybe even another portal in the next episode. So there's lots to do. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to leave it a like, make sure to leave it a comment. Let me know what you think of the new series so far. Lots more episodes to come. There should be one out Wednesday. There should be one out Saturday this week. So 3 episodes coming at you this week. Have a wonderful day. Take care.